SoapNet.
Murderer. I was just having fun playing games with the law, the jury, and the memory of my wife.
He is a prosecutor, and he is doing his job. Seneca, will you look at me? In about 5 minutes from now, the judge is going to walk in here, and your case is going to be wrapped up pretty fast. So let's not talk about Levine. Let's talk about the jury.
Fine.
During the summations, I want you to sit there quietly. I want the jury to see that you were in full control.
Look, I know how to sit and keep my mouth shut. I've been doing it for days. And tell me what you're going to say to the jury.
I will include all the points you asked me to.
Make sure they understand that Nell and I loved each other.
I think they already know that.
Well, just make sure they do, will you? I'm sorry. I can already hear the district attorney going on about how I want to get rid of Nell.
He will say that, and you're going to have to put up with it.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, Seneca, please, please don't unravel now. So much depends on your behavior during the next couple of hours.
You tell him there was nothing between Harriet and me.
Yes.
I wasn't even aware that she cared about me.
Yes, I will include...
Tell him I didn't give a damn about Nell's money.
Fortunately, her letter is very explicit there.
No. You better not count on that convincing anybody. The jury heard the letter. They weren't impressed. I don't know, maybe they were.
Seneca, that letter makes our case much stronger.
You'll probably tell him it was a forgery.
So what if he does?
I'll kill him.
Look, you will not move a muscle. You can look outraged, quietly outraged, but you will sit there and not say or do anything.
Jill, it is terribly important to me that before this trial ends, the jury knows that I made a conscious decision to remove the respirator from Nell. Now, letting her go was the most painful thing I've ever done. But I'm proud that I did it. She's free now. The jury should see it that way.
I'll do everything in my power to make them see it through your eyes. But I will also include the brain death issue.
No. You see, it's not about issues. It's not about medical debates. At least I agree with the district attorney about that. The definition of death was not on my mind the night I went and held Nell in my arms and knew that she was at peace. It was personal. It was between the two of us.
Well, it's more than the two of you now. It is 12 people sitting in that jury box, then trying to reach a decision about your innocence or guilt on a charge of murder 1. So we are going to give them all the help that we can. If that jury feels that Nell was already dead when that respirator was turned off, they can't convict you. So will you just try to stay calm and permit me to go to work for you?
I'll do my best.
Erica.
Tom, where am I?
Tonight.
Okay, it's okay. You're a little confused. Why is this happening?
You know that friend you have? The one that seems to have it all figured out?
You want to commit our daughter?
She's got the great job.
Let me help you.
The great guy.
Just admit that you know me.
Great life.
I want my life back. You give me my life back! No!
You're not that girl. What really happened to Erica Strange?
This isn't real. This isn't real.
The season finale of Being Erica. Tonight at 11, only on SoapNet.
You know how it is. You look in the mirror one day and you go, how am I gonna lose this weight? eDiet's meal delivery from eDiets.com. It's the easiest, smartest, most delicious way to eat great and finally lose the weight. I know you're thinking, eat great and lose weight? Really? Really.
You'll love the food. There's no MSG, no fake sugars.
The food tastes fantastic. It's awesome. Very delicious.
It tastes wonderful.
Call now or go to eDiets.com. Choose from over 100 fresh prepared meals, not dehydrated diet food, but really delicious food. eDiets will deliver your favorite meals and snacks in a chill fresh container.
All you have to do is relax, enjoy, and eat great. All the way to slim.
I lost 115 pounds.
65 pounds.
25 pounds. 94 pounds.
Along the way, eDiets.com gives you real support.
Terrific online tools, access to registered dietitians and trainers, and friends who care about your success.
They're there with you to hold your hand, and they really care. Truthfully, I like everything about eDiets.
I've lost 30 pounds. All of a sudden, I find myself a changed person.
Hey, I made it to 50 pounds, and look at me now, I'm 60 pounds.
Millions of people have turned ediets.com to lose the weight. Now it's your turn.
Call or go to ediets.com and sign up for 7 full days of meals, 3 meals per day, fresh prepared just for you, plus snacks. So don't wait. Join eDiets. Eat great food and lose weight fast.
I believe that eDiets can change people's lives.
My husband will often say, "You're the hot wife." That's just boosted my confidence a lot.
eDiets has changed my life forever.
Call to find out how you can get 1 week of meals absolutely free. That's right. 1 week of fresh prepared food, 1 week of weight loss, 1 week of success, free.
Free? What are you waiting for? Call or go online to get started now.
Call 1-800-279-1604 or visit ediets.com now.
Hi, Sam. You alone?
Oh, Mrs. Zabo. How are you doing? I was going to call you today.
Is that right? Well, I'm kind of glad I dropped by then. Where's Mary Ryan?
Well, I gave her the afternoon off to plan her wedding. She won't be back till news time.
That's nice. Very nice. So, we won't be interrupted.
I hope you're not too upset about the Gilchrist Manor story. You're going to like our follow-up. That's why I wanted to talk to you, so we could pick a day for our full tour of the new Gilchrist Manor. Like you said, all the changes, all the happy faces.
You think Mary Ryan can handle it alone?
Sure, I guess so. You don't hold the story against me personally, do you?
Oh, you can see I'm kind of upset. You noticed?
Yeah, I picked that up right away.
Yeah. Well, you're right, Sam. I am upset, but not about your miserable expose of one of my minor investments. I'm upset because you have personally hurt my daughter. You dragged Renee into a dope operation, you lousy punk.
Look, I don't know what Renee's told you,
He
but...
told me everything, Sam, everything. From the shipping schedules to the deliveries, and I'm mad enough to rack that face of yours up.
Listen, let me explain a couple of things. First of all, Renee hasn't been hurt in any way. She was in absolutely no danger.
Oh, that's right, that's right. Nothing could happen to her wandering around on the docks all alone at night or standing in some dingy doorway. Now, don't you tell me how it is for runners. I mean, don't you dare tell me that she was safe.
She was carrying marijuana, not heroin. She made deliveries to decent people. Believe me, I know them. I've checked them all. The only risk she ran was getting caught. And she was well paid in return for taking that one small risk.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy, you're a real baby, aren't you? Well, listen, baby. You've been playing around where it's very dangerous. One small risk? Oh. Well, I think maybe Renee was right when she said college was a waste of time. You sure turned out dumb. You know, there's rackets in this town. I mean, there's all kinds of businesses divided up very carefully. The people in one business respect the people who run the other businesses. Nobody steps on toes. There's rules, and everybody understands those rules. And you know what the first rule is? Outsiders don't muscle in. Free enterprise is definitely not encouraged.
I know about the rackets.
So let me get this straight for you. Those rules apply to me, too. Somebody sees Nick Szabo is getting cute, I might not even get the courtesy of a phone call. In fact, I might have a little accident, but more than likely, Renee would be the one. You know, there's only one reason why I'm not going to send my man Herbie around to see you. Renee. If I didn't have to protect her, Sam...
Can I ask you a question?
One.
Did Renee mention to you that she sold grass at college?
What do you know about Renee at college?
I know that she and her boyfriend Leo had a little mail order business. It wasn't much, but it was theirs. And Renee loved it. So she wasn't exactly new to the trade when she met me. Now, I'm not trying to get off the hook. I just want you to know that I didn't corrupt your daughter. She jumped at the chance to work with me. She'd have expanded the operation if I'd have let her.
What am I supposed to make of this? That Renee was corrupted years ago? That she has a built-in criminal tendency?
No.
And you're only letting her do what comes naturally?
I didn't say that. All I meant was that...
Wait a minute, I get it. You think my kid's a tramp, don't you?
I do not. Renee is one of the smartest, most competent women I
Competent? How, Sam? How is she competent? I mean, Renee knows something? She knows how to do something? What does she know? Hmm?
Renee knows how to do anything she sets her mind.
Sam, how else have you been messing around with my kid, huh? I mean, she's such a strong, tough, corrupt woman. Hey, you feel free to take her home at night every now and then, huh? I mean, after all, you've been paying her $2,000 a month, huh?
Mr. Zabo, I've never once made a pass at your daughter. I haven't even asked her out. The grass thing was only till we got enough money to help pay the bills for a while.
I'm sorry, Sam.
Oh, no. You can't turn me over to the police. They'd be sure to find out that
Oh,
Renee was...
yeah, they'd find out that Renee was your partner because you tell them. I know. No. I'm not going to turn you over to the cops. I just want you to go away.
What do you mean?
You practice your broadcast journalism somewhere else. You got 3 hours to get out of the city.
Mr. Zabo, I cannot possibly do...
You can. You just empty your safe deposit box, pack your bag, and go away. Or else somebody's going to take you.
But the news...
Time's a wasting. I'll tell Renee goodbye for you.
Least I can do is tell her goodbye myself.
And now I ask you to think back to my opening statement, ladies and gentlemen. Think back, and you will see that I have proved every fact I promised I would. I have proved beyond question in the end, Seneca Bolak loved his wife and made an extraordinary effort to save her life. I have proved that the idea of Seneca Bolak wanting to be rid of his wife for selfish reasons is the worst piece of mudslinging I'm sure any of you have ever encountered. I have proved that there was no argument about Eleanor Bolak's hopeless condition. She was without emotion, thought, sensation because her brain could not function. I have proved that there is enormous doubt in the medical community when it comes to the definition of death. Now, Judge Martin will tell you what constitutes death according to the laws of the state of New York. But common sense and the most sophisticated medical opinions all tell us that Eleanor Bolak was dead long before that respirator was disconnected. Now, all through this trial, there has been absolutely no dispute about one thing. Seneca Bolak did not have to do anything if he wanted his wife dead. He didn't have to kill her for her money or his freedom. All he had to do was wait until that second aneurysm ruptured. I mean, no one has stepped forward to say that that aneurysm was operable. If he had sat there and watched her die that evening that aneurysm broke, we would not be here today. Seneca Bolak would be busy working at Riverside Hospital, and Mr. Levine would have been spared the effort of concocting up a lot of desperate theories about an unhappy marriage and a doctor who is some combination of Don Juan and Machiavelli. Which brings me to Roger Coleridge. Now there is a depressing example of the medical profession. I mean, you saw and heard how bitter he was and how desperately he tried to hide that bitterness. Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen. In your duty here as jurors, you really have heard a story of evil. You've heard the story of the disgraces that Roger Coleridge heaped upon himself, his profession, and his family. Now piece together what you've heard and see if this isn't what really happened. The district attorney's office found itself with an antiquated law and a complaining witness named Roger Coleridge, and then finally an embarrassing indictment to defend. So Mr. Levine was forced to drag up every bit of dirt he could, and I suppose he will even try to make a hero out of Roger Coleridge. A man who was so plainly desperate for revenge. But no one No one can hide the truth about Eleanor Bolak's death for very long. She did not want to be kept alive by artificial means. Judge Martin will tell you she had a right to turn off that respirator. And if Seneca Bolak did this, it was a service to her. One more courageous act in a life that truly can be described as a gift to mankind. If you uphold your oaths, and if you do your duty, you will see that that gift is preserved.
No one should destroy a family that is meant to be together.
Finally this week.
Natalie didn't have another man's baby. She had John's. Why are you still carrying around my son's paternity test?
You've got something to tell me. You need to start talking.
Oh my God.
Watch One Life to Live, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
Ragu, packed with 2 servings of veggies and every half cup of our now thicker, richer, healthy sauce. Ragu has a great taste your family will love. Ragu, feed our kids well.
Most people have never even heard of acid erosion. A lot of foods and drinks have acids in them that you might not know about. Salad dressings, raspberries, strawberries, grapes, they all have acid in them, and it's working at your enamel. Once the enamel is gone, it's gone. You can't get it back. I would recommend using Promotional as your regular toothpaste. Promotional will help to reharden the enamel, help protect your teeth from further acid erosion. Knowing what I know about Promotional, I use that every day, twice a day, and I know that I am protected.
You can change the way you look.
I have 2 children and could not get rid of those last 20 pounds until I tried Quick Trim's Extreme Burn. I went from a size 8 to a size 0, and I'm thrilled.
Quick Trim. Create the body you deserve.
Want more of your favorite soaps?
That's great.
Log on to abc.com/daytime. Watch current full episodes of All My Children, General Hospital, and One Life to Live.
Online critics love it.
Plus, get exclusive sneak peeks of what's coming up next.
Sounds like a thumbs up to me.
Connect with other fans to discuss what's on your mind.
I always want to hear what you have to say.
And check out the 101 galleries to get an intimate look at the history of your favorite characters.
That's the best news I've heard all day.
Find it all now at abc.com/daytime.
Here we are. Anything else?
I guess not.
Winnie, you look a little peaked. Can I get you some food or something?
Oh, no, thank you. I'm fine.
If Kevin's worried, you can imagine how I feel. Marina, I've never seen you like this. What's got you so upset?
Oh, I don't know. I had a fight with Daddy. I guess that's it.
What about? Oh, the fight, I mean.
Oh, it was nothing special. It was just minding my business again. I'm used to it.
Well, then what are you so upset? Oh, come on. You're not really telling me what you think.
Yes,
I know it isn't your dad.
It is. You know, it's Daddy and the way he acts sometimes.
You know what I think it is? I think you're upset about my mother and the Gilchrist Manor store.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, come on, you don't have to run away from me just because your father's mixed up with Gilchrist Manor. And it doesn't have to touch you. Besides, he may be perfectly innocent. I mean, I haven't judged him one way or the other.
Oh. You are the sweetest person in the world, and somebody should take really good care of you.
I prefer to take care of myself. I'm a big boy, and I'm not afraid of your father or my mother. I decide what's right for me.
Maybe you should be afraid of my father. Maybe I should be. I don't know, you know. He seems like 2 different people, and I only know one. I mean, it's like he's always handled me with kid gloves, but I hear things. And I don't want to believe that he'd hurt old people in a nursing home. I want to think that he'd never hurt anybody, but...
Look, Why don't you concentrate on the Nick Zaba that loves you and who did everything he could to bring you up right? I mean, he did such a beautiful job.
That's a new one.
What?
Suppose that I turned out to be not in the least bit good. I mean, suppose I turned out to be more like Daddy seems to be.
I could probably handle that.
You think so?
Yeah. My relationships don't always turn out the way I expect, but I always manage to pull through. Hey, why don't you let me be responsible for myself? We've become good friends in a very short time, and I think that's because we got a lot in common. So forget about the families. And I don't want to hear another word about you coming from the wrong side of the tracks. Let's just spend time together and enjoy it.
It sounds nice and simple.
It is. Don't worry anymore. Everything is going to be all right. So, why don't we finish these drinks and find someplace private?
Yeah. Yeah, let's go somewhere where nobody can find us.
The houseboat?
Wonderful. I just want to forget everybody but you.
Well, I can't tell you how much I would like that.
The state I'm in, I might not be such a model of self-control.
I can't tell you how much I would like that.
Really, Bucky, you don't think that I'm just, you know, the easy type who doesn't take things seriously?
Of course not.
Let's go.
Okay. Oh, 2 minutes. All right. Kevin?
Have a good day.
You too. Oh, hi, Sam.
I was hoping I'd catch you here.
Going somewhere?
Yeah. But I'd like to have a little word with you first.
Sam, we were just leaving.
Well, this won't take long. I had a visit from your father a little while ago, and I want to tell you all about it. You too, Bucky.
Next, spend some time in Genoa City with the Young and the Restless. Later, see who's stirring up trouble in Pine Valley on All My Children, only on SoapNet. People are talking about General Hospital's Sean Butler. Patricia Rich posted on Facebook, he is a good-looking bad boy with a good side. I'm really digging this one. Elizabeth Cross agrees. Oh yes, he is a sexy man. Suki Williams-Ellis adds, I trust my eyes when I look at him, and they like what they see. Judy McCoy says, good choice, GH. And Kathleen Hahn sums it up. So damn hot. People are talking about General Hospital. Weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.
Did you know Prilosec OTC can stop frequent heartburn before it begins? Heartburn happens when stomach acid refluxes into the esophagus. Prilosec OTC uses a unique delayed release system that protects the medicine as it passes through the stomach's tough acid. Then it gets absorbed into the body, turning off many acid-producing pumps at the source. With just one pill a day, you get 24-hour heartburn protection, all day and all night. Prilosec OTC. Heartburn gone, power on.
For Sunsweet, growing the perfect prune plum is an art form. And now, after nearly 100 years working hand in hand with nature, we present a true masterpiece. Denor prunes from Sunsweet.
Excellent.
Oh, they're delicious.
That is really good.
I'm definitely hooked.
Absolutely perfect.
And now, we invite you to try a plum masterpiece. Delightful, delicious, Denor prunes. Only from Sunsweet.
She's been a friend, the mother of your children, a soulmate. Isn't it time to let that special someone know exactly how you feel? Give her the gift she always wanted. Give her a polio vaccine.
It's perfect.
Whatever cause you're passionate about, give it as a gift at changingthepresent.org.
Erica.
Where am I?
Tonight,
Okay, it's okay. You're a little confused. Why is this happening?
You know that friend you have? The one that seems to have it all figured out?
You want to commit our daughter?
She's got the great job.
Let me help you.
The great guy.
Just admit that you know me.
Great life.
I want my life back. You give me my life back. No.
You're not that girl.
What really happened to Erica Strange?
This isn't real. This isn't real.
The season finale of Being Erica, tonight at 11, only on SoapNet.
No one understands motherhood better than the women of The View.
Being a mother requires a sense of humor.
It has certainly prepared me in the art of negotiation.
Have you ever debated a 2-year-old?
I sometimes feel like the mother hen on the show.
It's not like having a pet.
I have to make sure that they don't kill each other.
That's what parenthood is, and motherhood especially.
I have used timeouts on the show.
It's a mom's view.
It's the mother of all shows.
The View, weekdays only on ABC.
Mr. Levine, you may address the jury.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, in a very short time, you'll be meeting to discuss the case against Seneca Bolak. As you begin the process of reaching a verdict, you may discover that the defendant's prestige in the medical world makes you hesitate to find him guilty of murder. That wouldn't be surprising, particularly since Miss Coleridge has gone so far as to declare him a gift to mankind. But Seneca Bolak is, in fact, a mere mortal like the rest of us. He is not above the law. He is not beyond human emotions, beyond passion, anger, desperation, or greed. So do not hesitate to do your job. Your job, of course, is to consider the facts, just as it has been my job to present them to you. On the night of February 26th, Eleanor Bolak's respirator was deliberately disconnected. There is strong evidence that Seneca Bolak did that. The defense asks you to believe that his only possible motive was to carry out his wife's wishes. But if his motive was so selfless and so pure, why did he act stealthily, secretly? We know that his marriage to Eleanor Bolak was extremely turbulent. We know that Dr. Harriet Hill was in love with him. We know that he has inherited a fortune with assets exceeding $2.5 million. Now, he was free to pursue Dr. Hill and other women after Eleanor Bolak left Mount Royal, but he followed her instead. Why? Because he wanted his inheritance. Once he found out about her aneurysms, it made sense for him to stage a reconciliation and to stay on her good side. That way, she wouldn't change her will, and she would write him a loving letter to be read after her death. It's sad to think how she was deluded. No matter what Dr. Roger Coleridge's personal feelings were, he's testified here under oath that he saw the defendant bending over Eleanor Bolak's dead body and was ordered, shouted out of her room. Ladies and gentlemen, scientific theories about the definition of death should not enter into your deliberations. Eleanor Bolak's own doctor of record refused to disconnect her respirator. A beating heart still means life to many, many doctors. I ask you to consider only the facts. This man walked into his wife's hospital room, ordered the nurse to leave, then followed an impulse that might have solved all of his problems. Alone, on purpose, he killed his wife, then walked out and went straight to his lawyer.
This trial is a lie and a distortion, and it has absolutely nothing to do with what happened in Nell's hospital room.
Dr. Bolak.
No. I am not going to let him do that. It's time the jury heard the truth, and I'm going to tell it.